Hey guys, back in the studio again today, doing an oil painting, an autumnal theme again as we're still in October. It's pumpkin and conkers. The other day I did an oil pastel painting of a load of pumpkins that I brought home from work. If you've not seen that, check that out. It's not too bad, not too brilliant, not too bad though. Not going to pretend about my videos, I must admit. Hopefully we'll enjoy this one. Let's have a go, let's have a crack. Here's my choice of colours, mainly from Michael Harding and a couple from Charvan. And here's my choice of brushes today, ranging from Princeton's, Jackson's and Rosemary & Co. I don't stick to one brand. Okay, it's a nice simple setup. I've got my pumpkin and I've got some horse chestnuts or conkers. I've got an old painting that I'm going over the top, which is painted on some MDF. I've given it a wash already just to, you know, knock it down a bit. Glad you can't see how that painting turned out. Really bad. Here's a preliminary sketch. Can't emphasize enough. Do a preliminary sketch of what you're doing. Gets you to learn the shapes. Gets you to learn where bits and pieces are. It's always good practice for that sort of thing. Okay. Okay, I'm starting off with a burnt umber, ultramarine blue, really terpsy mix to start my initial sketch onto my board. I'm using the sketch below and the scene in front of me, of course, to do my terpsy sketch. For the sketch I'm using Jackson's Black Hog paintbrush. It's nice and firm. I love these brushes so much. I've got quite a few of these. I'm using this because you can really scrub in some nice firm lines whilst you're putting the initial sketch in. Okay, I think that'll do. Just giving the base a little bit of a darker colour there, and you don't need to go too mad with just a sketch. Just sketch out where you need. You can see that I've cut a part of the board off. That would have just been a bit of wasted ground there, so at the end I can cut that off. As this is only a sketch, bit of a play with the oils, don't really matter, not at all. Okay, into the painting now. I'm using a Rosemary & Co. Ivory Short Flat, size 10. Okay, for the background I'm using Michael Harding's Titanium White 2 mixed in with a little bit of the Charvan Amethyst Parma. I don't know whether that's how you pronounce it, Charvan. It's a French paint. As you can see, some of the background colour is coming through. Quite like that. Beautiful colour. It gives you a nice understated bluey white. It's really gorgeous. I've just noticed that I'm absolutely losing my light in my studio at the moment, so I'm going to have to carry on this tomorrow. I haven't got expensive lighting or anything. I'll just have to deal with what daylight I've got and whatever lights I've got up on the ceiling. They're not that brilliant, so I'll have to carry this on tomorrow, I think, when it's getting a little bit lighter. Okay, day 2. Bit of lighting out there. Let's see what we can get achieved today. Got a nice cup of tea. Nothing's going to stop me today. Hopefully. There's my palette. I mixed up those colours last night, so hopefully they're still relevant this morning in this light. Should be okay. If not, it's not a masterpiece. It'll do. Okay, I've changed to a Princeton number 4 flat to do the ground part. Do a little bit of negative painting there. Sticking with the Princeton number 4 brush. Probably stick with this with most of the painting, to tell the truth. I don't like to have hundreds of brushes about. It just makes it a little bit more complicated. I'm picking up 2 or 3 of the greens in my brush at the same time, just to make it a little bit more organic, hopefully. I say hopefully a lot, don't I, really? It's all winging a prayer for me, I must admit. That's the way I like it. So I'll do my job as well. Don't tell the boss though, eh? I'll make that shadow on the base darker a minute as well, just to have a few lost edges. I like a few lost edges. Oh, looking at my monitor there, it's not really coming out all that well. Excuse me, I'm just going to change a few things up a bit, see whether I can make it a little bit more watchable for you. Okay, that looks a bit better. Yeah, much better. Last night didn't have enough light, and today I've got it coming in all over the place. That's the problem with this backyard studio. Well, I call it a studio, it's a shed. All built out of recycled materials. Even the nails in the walls that are holding the outside on are from the original building that I took down. Gone back to my Jackson's Hog. Just put a few of these highlights on. I've added a bit of the Chauvein Deep Violet to the green mixture to give it the nice shadow underneath. I think that works quite well. I like that. Okay, onto my oranges now. That's made from Yellow Lake, Cadmium Red, and a little bit of titanium buff or titanium dioxide. Makes a nice orange, quite not in your face, but nice and bright. As you can see, that's really popping. I might leave some of that blue poking through. Not sure yet. We'll wait till the end. As I say, always changing the mind. As I said before, usually winging it. Best way to paint, I think. As old Bobby Ross used to say, happy little accidents. If you've got too much of a strict plan that you go to, you won't get your happy little accidents. And we all love those, don't we? Hold on, I've got somebody at the door. Oh, sorry about that. That's my wife bringing me in another nice fresh cup of tea. I usually have a sign on the door saying that I'm recording, just in case, you know, people walking in. But true to form, I forgot to put that up today. If you've been on my channel before and had a little look around, you'll see that I don't just paint in oils. I do digital art, I do pastels. In my studio I do pencils, but I've not got around to making a long processed video of that just yet. Not too sure whether I will, to tell the truth. I find when I'm doing these videos, sometimes I just forget how to paint. And I'm thinking, when I'm putting these videos out, I'm sure these people just don't think I can paint. I'm not sure. It's all fun though. It's all fun. I have got a website. It's advertised at the end of the video. Love it to pop on there. Tell me what you think. Okay, on to the conkers now. By the looks of it, the bleached titanium dioxide is quite a nice colour to start off the pith. Straight from the tube. Quite surprised at some of these colours. I only left them overnight and they're already drying on my... I've got a glass palette and I was hoping they'd be still quite usable this morning. It's not overly warm in here. That deep violet from Chauvet, whatever colour you put it with, it does make a nice shadow. Soften that off a little bit. You have to look on the base when you're doing your shadows, because you do get some reflected shadow colour as well, which is a little bit lighter. As it comes round. Well, for the actual conker colour, I've got burnt umber, a little bit of the bleached titanium dark side, and a little bit of cad red put in there. And I've done different strengths of that down on my palette. Again, I'm putting a bit of that deep violet into my mixture to get me a nice deep shadow colour for my conkers. Add a little bit of ultramarine blue.